What's up, guys? It's been a while since I updated you guys with the car, but yeah, still have it, still driving it barely, but trying to do more stuff to it and still want to drive it more. Might take it to the track in 2 weeks, but I got an issue. I have a sound in the top end and I'm more than certain, 100% certain that it's valve train. So I'm gonna adjust the valves. It's not gonna be a DIY, but I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna do and kind of fill you in with different measurements and whatnot and see how things turn out. Let's get to it. Well, here's a rundown of that super fast time lapse you saw. Basically everything to take off the valve cover is a 10mm. I unplugged the injectors. Of course, you're gonna unplug the coil packs, and then just gonna do a visual inspection here. Head's pretty clean. No crazy wear on the cams or anything as far as I could see. But right now I'm gonna set the, actually matter of fact, I'm gonna take out the spark plugs. It's a 5/8 socket just to turn over the motor real easy. And then I'll turn the crank over and set that. So I've got the spark plugs out. This is number 1. Has normal wear. 2, normal wear. 3, normal wear. And 4, not bad at all. So I'm not gonna change plugs out right now, so that's good. So now I'm gonna set the number 1 cylinder top dead center, and then I will check the gap. So we started with cylinder 1. You're gonna match these 2 hashes that way, both circles on the gear, the cam gears there, up, just like in this picture. And we're looking for intake spec. On my feeler gauge, it's in inches, so 0.008 to 0.010 for intake, 0.010 to 0.11 on the exhaust. I'm gonna go do that. So on intake side, we wanted 0.08 to 0.10. I got 0.10 right here, which it should be dragging. And this thing just feels real loose on that side. And I'm willing to bet that this side as well. Let's see if I can fit this in there with one hand. It's being a pain in the butt. There we go. Real loose. So that's, you're looking for some drag. This is at the top of the spec and we're loose, so we're definitely out of spec on that side. I would show you exhaust, except it's a pain with one hand, but there's plenty of DIYs on YouTube. I'm just trying to show you guys what I'm doing. So in this portion of the video, I don't explain what I'm about to do, but I kind of just jump into it. But basically, I was putting together the valve cover in the first part of the video, and I broke 2 studs. So here I am going to the junkyard, you know, just because, and I pick up a rocker arm assembly for my buddy, new valve cover for myself, and then on the way home, I pick up a torque wrench and I go to the mail. You'll see. B16 Z6. What does that make it? A VTEC? Same color as Allen specs. We took the solenoid, I took Dizzy. Pretty much stripped. Working on getting this valve. Woo! It's getting a little windy. Working on getting this rocker assembly off for my boy Allen spec. He broke, I think, this one. So I stumbled upon a junkyard, and if this hood doesn't fall on my head, I might get it. Junkyard run, bro. Started to pull this valve cover off. I think it's gonna look good on my K with the whole Honda Motor Corporation. Nice color, kind of like a grayish silver. It's gonna look dope. Everything's gonna come together in this car. Cool. No luck with the 93 for the climate control unit for Allen spec. This thing's pretty trash. Alright, I'm gonna call it quits for the junkyard. So I got a valve cover, rocker arm assembly for Allen. Should get my parts today, put everything together after a long week of waiting on crappy parts. That's probably the second part of this video. Back from the junkyard, I got an alert that I got my freaking bolts and nuts in from this Honda part website. That sucks really bad. Here it is. They packaged it like shit. So yeah, here's the bolt that I need. And that, hopefully they're all in there. I'm never gonna order from these guys again. Just with the Vato Zone, got me a torque wrench so I could do this these 2 bolts on the head that I gotta do. I needed something less than 20. It's gonna be 16 foot-pounds to do this, and of course they don't rent it out, so I got this for 21 bucks. See how it works. So hopefully it's not a piece of shit. So I switched over to the GoPro, and this is the valve cover I pulled from the TSX. It's like a 2008, 2009, I don't know, but it's dirty. So I'm just gonna do a quick little cleanup on it. And then once I fix everything else, I'll throw it on and see how it looks. But yeah, I mean, it's clean, and kind of digging this Honda Motor Company badge here. I think that's pretty dope. Here's that same valve cover, no more dirt and crap in it. It's wet from the inside, not only from me washing it, but when I was walking back to my car from the junkyard, it got wet. So either way, I'm just gonna let it air dry. Here's the one that's in the car. When it was in the TSX, someone painted it. I like this color, but I kind of messed it up here. I was trying to beat this nut off because it's stripped. I mean, it was more important, I think. Plus, I mean, I kind of wanted to change it. But yeah, this is the old one. Everything's off already. I just need to take it off, replace those 2 studs, torque them down, put everything back together. Well, this one's the one that got stripped. You can see that, but I messed it up pretty good, and this one just completely broke. So all you need is a deep 12. One hand on that bitch, but yeah, deep 12. And that's it. So now I'm gonna put the new ones in, torque them down to 16 foot-pounds, put everything back together. And hopefully the valves don't make any noise. I'll be happy. What a pain this simple job went, just because I'm kind of stupid. Take your time when you do this, guys. Alright, so everything's back together. I'm not gonna put the covers on or the bolts for the coil packs, just because I want to make sure everything's good. Because if it's not, I'm gonna take it back apart. So I'm gonna do a first start here after doing the valve adjustment, putting everything back together. Hope everything goes well. Well, good news. I have no harsh sounds coming from the valve cover, so I know I adjusted everything correctly. But next on my to-do list is to change this noisy ass pulley. The belt's too damn small for it, so it's super tight. I have the replacement belt, I have the replacement pulley, but I'm gonna wrap everything up for today, put everything together. We're gonna end the video here because everything's pretty much good to go. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, EGChris92. I hope you enjoyed the update. More to come. Later.